God has created us to be atmospheric changers, to change the atmosphere. So if the atmosphere is conducive to the Spirit of God, then it's conducive to signs, wonders, and miracles, because they said, the word says they follow those that believe. Well, Lord, if I believe you and I believe your word is true, I already know they're going to come at me because they came at Jesus. They talked about him. They ridiculed him. In fact, to the point of death. So I already know everybody is not going to agree with me. I'm not going to set well with everybody just on the mere fact that I carry the Spirit of the living God within me. But if I understand that going in, then I also understand that the same way that God has had to have patience with us, and he's had to, with loving kindness, draw us to him, then we will understand that those same people that we're encountering out here in the world, it's going to take that same loving kindness that God used to draw us to him to draw them to him. So we have to change our thinking. We have to change the way we carry ourselves, and we absolutely, positively have to change the way we react to things, so that we can allow the love of God to act within us. My last scripture is 2 Corinthians 10, 4-5. In the King James, it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ." Let me ask you a question. How often do you sit and play over and over in your mind something that somebody said to you that offended you, and the more you play it over and over in your mind, the angrier you get, and the more you allow your emotions to lead you or to govern you? We got to cast down the imagination of what you should have said, what you should have done. I'm guilty of it. That's why I can speak on it. And every thought, that thought that thinks itself higher than the knowledge of what God is, we've got to bring that thought into captivity through our obedience to Christ, so that we can get a handle on our emotions. The Message Bible puts it this way: the world is unprincipled. It's a dog-eat-dog out there. The world doesn't fight fair, but we don't live to fight our battles that way. Never have, never will. The tools of our trade aren't for marketing or manipulation, but they are for demolishing that entire massively corrupt culture. We use our powerful God tools for smashing warped philosophies, tearing down barriers erected against the truth of God, fighting every loose thought and emotion and impulse into the structure of life shaped by Christ. Our tools are ready at hand for clearing the ground of every obstruction and building lives of obedience unto maturity. It is time for us to grow up, people. It is time for us not to continue to allow offenses to cause our detriment, so that we walk in an off-ended position. It is time for us to take our proper place at the seat of authority, to rule and reign in this earth realm as God has given us power and authority to do. And if we're going to do that, then we've got to pull in our little feelings that we're wearing on our sleeves, and that mouth that's so easy to go off in the wrong direction. We've got to reel it in and allow God to be God, even over our tongue, our thoughts, and our actions. And that's what I have for you tonight.